Hello and welcome to EFB Productions. On this documentary I'll be talking about women in sport. My first guest is Rowena Birch. She is a former European champion in judo and is now the president of British Judo.
Judo, it actually means the gentle way. Started in Japan, and by Jigoro Kano, who founded it. And he very much developed judo as something to develop skills for life. We're going to stick the leg out that way. Yeah. So if they stick their leg out, you're now going to come around the top and take them backward. So change of direction. In terms of level, I've got a 6th Dan, which is like the 6th level of black belt. And funnily enough, it's not actually black anymore, it's red and white stripe. Good. A little bit more, bend your legs a little bit lower, get a bit lower, keep it nice and tall. That's it, yes. I used to go to swimming lessons in the summer holidays. We did sort of survival swimming, and also going on in the sports centre was the judo. And me and my brother went and had a look, and my brother goes, I want to do that. And so he started, and I used to have to go along because my mum didn't have anyone else to look after me at the time. My dad was going to be at work. So I went along and watched, and in no time at all I thought, actually, no, I want to do this too. This looks fun. It was fabulous. It was a dream come true. For many years I'd wanted to go. I trained really hard. I'd missed out on going to Barcelona Olympic Games. I actually went in Atlanta, which was 1996, but I'd missed out by that much on getting selected.
That must have been so annoying.
It was, but it kind of got me focused and made me realise how much I wanted it. So I kind of decided, right, for the next 4 years, that was what I was going to do, and committed to it, made the necessary sacrifices and went for it, and in the end did get selected to go, which was amazing. Obviously real excitement, and you go and get your kit, you get all this Great Britain gear, which was very, you know, it's you feel part of something very special.
Yeah.
There was also a sense of relief, because you never know, you could be training all these years and you might never go. So relief knowing that I was going to go, but then there's also fear. It's like, well, there's still 4 weeks to go. What if I get injured now? What if I don't get the opportunity that I've worked for so hard? So Emily, I think you would enjoy judo, needless to say.
Do you think?
But why don't you come down to the club and we'll get a kit on you and you can have a go and see how you find it, and that way I think you'll probably understand a little bit better what I'm talking about, why I'm so passionate about it, and you'll be able to meet some of the other girls that do it as well. It's lovely to have you on the mat, Eleanor.
Thank you.
So tie your belt. Start at the front, go around the back, to the front. You might want to take your socks off.
Okay. So as you can see, I'm on a judo mat in a different location. The socks are coming off. I'm at Ippon Judo Hall in Manchester, and I'm going to be talking to these lovely ladies behind me, as you can see, who are demonstrating some lovely judo moves and throws, to find out why they enjoy the sport so much and why more women should be included in the sport.
Any throw you like, anything you can do that ogoshi. Do the ogoshi, yeah. Throw it on gently with ogoshi. It's all about control, not speed, just running people over. That's it, yeah. Nice and relaxed. Brilliant. Feel alright? Yeah, it feels okay. Very good. Lovely stuff. Well done. And now we're all going to throw
my turn now.
Any throw. Any throw. Nice and controlled. Then it's still warming up. Well done.
Yeah. Not been throwing this much before. Who am I here with today?
Yeah, here with Abby today.
And how old are you, Abby?
I'm 11.
How did you start judo?
Well, my dad did judo before, and he said after COVID that we should go try it out, and I thought, why not? My sister came, and I decided to keep going because it was really fun.
And you're still here, and you're going to get your black belt. So next time I come, you'll have a black belt, yeah?
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm Abby. I'm XINNING.
And what belts are you?
White belt. White belt.
So you're at the very beginning of your journey.
Yeah, so we've been doing it I've been doing it 4 months, and you've been doing it
2 months more than you.
Yeah.
So is it inspiring working with such great women around you and playing such a masculine sport stereotypically? Are you changing the stigma?
Yeah, I think it's been great to come here and see how supportive other women are when we're doing judo. Really patient and really eager to get more women involved in it. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
My name's Sophia.
And you're a green belt?
Yeah, first one on green.
And is that halfway through the belt system?
Yeah, there's blue, brown, and then black, and then downgrades after this.
Nice. And are you aspiring to be a black belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I want to be a Dan.
Is that the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite fighting. You'd say it's quite a masculine sport.
Yeah.
Would you say it's quite good to get women to learn about this or break the
'cause
stigma?
It's just bringing up the women, in the world. It's not just men all the time.
And how did you start judo?
I started when I was 5, and I started because my brother always did it all the time, and he just looked cool, and he was always teaching. But then there was these older girls that did it, and I just really liked them. They were just inspiring.
My name's Lauren.
And what belt are you?
The first KU, which is a brown belt.
And how did you get into judo?
I actually started when I think it was about 5, and my mum, I actually wanted to do karate, but when I went down to do a karate session, the actual teacher said we can't teach anyone that's visually impaired. And he said, why don't you try judo? So I tried judo, and that's where we are today.
And do you think everyone's been very accepting and letting you do lots of different things? Yeah.
Yeah, they've all been great. I mean, I go down, I train here, and I also train at the centre in Walsall as well. I think the work that Rowena does is fantastic. She's a great coach and a great person to be around. And it's just great to see more ladies actually coming onto the mat now, because there was a point where there wasn't many women, and it's just growing.
Who am I here with today?
You're here with Kate, and I'm a first dan at judo.
And what made you first start judo?
I started judo when I was about 11 or 12. Fought at SKK, which is in the northwest, and in the first grading. I enjoyed it, but then the judo club stopped, so I didn't carry it on. I came back to it when I was 23.
You're still going?
I'm still going. With 5 years to get my brown belt, and going through through the old grading competition, through the competitions where you have to fight for your grades.
So that's, rather than doing all the patterns and stuff like that, you had to fight for your belt?
Yeah, I had to fight for all my belts. Yeah, apart from my black belt, which I got through technical.
Okay. And has it been inspiring working with all these ladies? And
yeah. Judo gets you through a whole lot of different scenarios in your life, and it helps with everything. And especially when Steve and Rowena open it up on Christmas Day, it means that people who are on the road can be together with other people.
And how would we encourage more women to join judo?
Come and have a go with it. It does look fearsome, but it's not, and everybody looks after each other. And that's the most important thing, because we are a community and a family.
On this side, we'll step this way. One step this way, push them. It's going round in a circle. This way. Okay, so I'm going to take this at the end.
Yeah, so winning the European Championships was was the best moment ever. It was unexpected almost. I think I knew I could do it because I'd seen myself beat different opponents on different days. But at that European Championships, it was over 2 days, and everything seemed to come together. And that was just actually only 3 months after the period of time when I almost gave up.
Wow.
So,
okay.
But I was enjoying it. You know, I thought I'm going to go and give it my best.
Yeah.
One fight at a time, 1 minute at a time, one attack at a time, and yeah, it happened. It happened. Oh, I've got my medal with me if you want to see it.
Yeah, let's have a look.
I love this. It was very lucky. It was in Gdansk in Poland, and we got the most beautiful bronze statue, which makes a change from all the medals that you put around your neck. I think I've got a medal as well with it, and they gave me a rug as well.
A rug?
A rug with a horse on it.
What?
I don't know why, but yes, but this trophy sits very proudly at home, and if I'm ever feeling a little bit, I'm not very good at anything, which we all do sometimes, I think, we don't like to admit it, but I just have a little look at home.
Move there! Move more! Get happy with your hips central!
Do you know, that really, really irritates me. Even that question irritates me. No offence to you, but sports don't have a sexual identity. You know, I think in the past they have, but there's absolutely no need for it. And sport should be for everyone, and we've got so many wonderful different sports that will suit different people that they can all enjoy, and to actually put people in boxes or sports in boxes and say this is for you and this is for not. I think most people could enjoy most sports if they get a great coach, they go regularly, they want to do it, and that nurtures that motivation. Yeah, I think we've come a really long way now with women in sport generally. The doors are much more open for us. I was very lucky, my way was paved earlier by previous women judo players. The first World Championships was in 1980. It was a demonstration sport in 1988 in Seoul. And I also grew up around top world-class, often world champion women in Britain. We had some of the strongest women players in the world, and that was many thanks to a coach called Rowena, who had some sort of quite groundbreaking ways of training with women. We used music, it was very much a camaraderie between us. And he put a lot of time into bringing the women together and training seriously.
As demonstrated the other day when you took me to the dojo, I saw all these girls all in their kits. They were sweaty, but they didn't really care. They seemed to just be loving it and wanting to go every week, and enjoyed playing with the boys as well, which I quite liked. Then throwing them and like actually taking part, and it seemed very equal.
I know an awful lot of women who can absolutely hold their own with most men on the mat.
Oh,
you know, it's a skill, and it's, as I said earlier, it's using other people's force against them. So sometimes the bigger and stronger they are, the harder they fall, and it's about timing and skill and practice. But I think I don't particularly see the barriers. I don't see the barriers. I don't think there are particularly any barriers anymore for women in judo as a sport. Once you're in it, the barriers are outside the sport. Like you said, people perceive, oh, this is a male sport. It's not a male sport. Do it again, Abby. Throw your hands underneath, it makes it a lot easier. But it's the barriers are from outside, so people are nervous of coming in because they might feel silly. What if they're only girl there? They may be a bit nervous about putting on the judo suit. Might look silly. You don't have to wear a judo suit when you first turn up.
No.
You could just wear jog bottoms, loose clothes.
Yeah.
And but in a way, the beauty of the judo suit is there's no lycra. You know, you're kind of protected under your judo suit, and then everyone wears the same, so there's none of this sort of comparison, oh, their outfit's better than mine, I'm going to look, you know, if he feels silly. So I think it's absolutely very inclusive and a beautiful sport for women to do.
Turn me over, Lauren, turn me over. Turn me over.
Seeing a woman in the president's role, it shows that it is a sport for women, quite loud and strong. And I also think I would love to see more us present the sport more widely. So at the moment, most people, probably times you've seen judo, might have been at the Olympics, at the Commonwealth Games, so we see these fantastic athletes doing beautiful judo often, and they're at the peak of their
competition,
peak of their ability, and people unfortunately that can almost put some people off because they think, well, I can't relate to that. And you might actually think that's where they started, but all those people started as someone in an oversized judo suit, feeling nervous, feeling timid, not knowing what they were doing, not understanding it, and then it just grows. So I think that I would like to more people, like through this documentary that you're doing, to get an opportunity to be exposed to judo. Do it again, Abby. Throw your hands up underneath, makes it a lot easier. There. Right down the top, your knees again. I would say just go down to the local club, find the local club on the British Judo website. There's a little club finder thing, so you put in your postcode and it will throw up some different clubs. Probably if you can, take a friend with you. Yeah. But you don't need to, but I think we quite often like doing girls like going to the loo together and go.
Very true, yeah.
But it's kind of nice going with someone the first few times, but I can tell you'll make friends very quickly. Everybody needs someone to practice with, and we need a variety of partners to practice with, so people will look after you within the club anyway. So I'd say go down, give it some time. It's not easy, it's not an easy sport, but you will build it up in little steps. And over time, it's the fact that it is quite difficult that draws you in. I'm still learning judo now. You never stop learning, and it's developing skills for life.
It's been great to hear so many different stories of your life, from when you were starting at 8 years old, and then having that opportunity to go to the Olympics, which is a massive thing. You should be incredibly proud of that, and winning a European Championship as well. And I like how you've kept judo constantly in your life as well. Obviously you're going to be going off doing other things, but to have that presidential role as well and have a say in the sport you love and you are proud of and passionate about, I think that's great. And for women watching that, I think you'll inspire a lot of girls and older women as well.
Thank you. Right.